It's the late 2000s and Moscow is a bustling metropolis with a culture of its own. But just outside of the city, in the Russian countryside, life is much different. The protagonist is a young computer programmer who's been living in Moscow for many years. He's finally been transferred to a job in Siberia. He arrives at his new apartment building and gets his key from the woman who lives on the first floor. She tells him that he'll have to be careful because people have been disappearing from this building lately. He shrugs off her warning and walks up to his apartment on the 5th floor. The moment he steps into his apartment, he feels like he's been transported back in time to an old Soviet-era building where everything looks exactly like it would have back then. The furniture, the wallpaper, even the clothes hanging up in his closet are all from that era. It's as if he's stepped into 1973. Everything is covered in thick dust, as if no one has dusted the inside of it for months. He finds his apartment and moves his stuff in. Mostly decades of old film and audio tapes collected by the protagonist for no apparent reason. He does not have a TV, so he spends time reading his old Soviet-era newspapers and listening to the tapes. One day, he finds an old reel of tape that is labeled December 1980 on it. It seems like the professor was talking about a dream he had had, where he was in his kitchen and upon opening the fridge saw a dead bird. A pigeon, on the meat shelf. A terrible hunger came over him and he ate the pigeon with its feathers on. Then the students, one by one, shared their dreams. One admits to killing a bird as it ate from his hand. Another says he was in a fast food restaurant and the food there all looked terrible but he agreed to eat anyway. After the meal, he felt like vomiting and realized it was because of what he ate, chicken. Another says that he was in a store and the shelves were full of all kinds of fruit, but preferred to choose the cheapest. One says he was in a classroom and did not want to take the test, but then did anyways against his will. The professor finishes his lecture by saying that everyone is different, and no one should be judged too harshly for their dreams.